So from now on, we are now calling our topic of dating. Let me read it. The evolution of dating as a millennial hybrid. Now,
what is a millennial hybrid?
I'm glad you asked, Elle. A millennial hybrid. Someone who has old school values but is living in a new world of new school ways.
So, new school ways. You might be like, what? What's different? A lot has changed.
So much.
I actually have a great example that happened to me this morning. So, I've been talking to this, I guess you could say talking to this guy.
But wait, what is talking? That's a whole nother topic.
Lord, yeah. That's a whole other video of talking, hanging out, blah, blah, blah.
What does dating mean?
So many questions. But for this example, you know, he said he wanted to see me today because I'm off, I don't have to work. This was yesterday. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, well, plan something and then let me know. Okay, so we speak this morning. He's like, so what do you have going on today? I thought I said plan something. I'm like, well, I don't know. He said, do you want to binge watch Netflix?
Binge watch?
Binge watch Netflix?
And chill?
I'm thinking in my head, no, you're not about to Netflix and chill me.
It is not going down.
No. And I know my entire tone changed. I'm just like, no, I don't want to do that. And some men might be like, oh, you know, think I'm wrong for saying that, but I really believe you gotta let people know how to treat you.
Exactly.
And I'm not the kind of person that you're going to Netflix and chill. No.
I know. I feel like dating has become that. Like, so many people just take, I don't know if it's taking the easy way out, maybe because it's cheaper. I don't know. I'm not looking for an expensive date, but if you always want to come over to my house or have me come over to your house, like, that's not considered a real date. I feel like people don't court you anymore. And I'm not saying you got to go and roll out a red carpet and take me to Red Lobster. Just but you got to take me somewhere. I mean, just on a first date. Like, I don't want our first date being at your house and we chilling watching a movie. Like, what? No.
I really believe that shows what you think about that woman. Like, do you really value her? Like, to value someone, would you really say, okay, let's just stay at my place and watch Netflix? I can understand, like, there are monetary, you know, things that you have to deal with. Maybe you don't have the money to do things, but it's really the thought that counts.
It's the thought, man.
It's really the thought that counts. Like, if you really want to show interest in a woman, there are things that you can do. Like, I had an instance a while ago where I met a guy who was really cool. We had mutual friends. We became friends on, like, Instagram or something. He wanted to take me out. So he said, you know, he called me one day and was like, you know, just based on your Instagram, I see you're really into, like, art galleries and art shows and going to the park, like, stuff like that. He looked and saw, like, what I was into. And he said, so since I know that you like that, I found this gallery I think that you would really like. Like, is that something that you would want to do? And I said, oh yeah, that's a good idea, thank you. Whole Netflix and chill and just like taking the easy way out has become the new social norm when it comes to dating in this new age world.
And I'm not a new age
ain't about
girl.
that life. No.
I'm an old school soul, man. I like old school things.
Dealing with this new age stuff. So
I'm not saying open my door, but dang, come on, pick me up from the house.
You do get some extra points if you open my door.
Yeah, I do like that. But fellas, so instead of us here complaining about Netflix and chill, we thought we'd give you a few options of dates that are very thoughtful and don't break the bank.
Yes.
So the first one, that's a really good one. It doesn't even require any amount of money. If you want to call me over, fine. Let's go take a stroll around the neighborhood. Let's go explore. Let's go do something where we can have a conversation, look around, maybe see some things that inspire us both. Let's just spend some time together, not inside the house, outside the house.
Yeah, and
that's all.
That doesn't have to cost a lot of money, or even if it's not around your neighborhood. Like, if you're going whatever city you're in, go downtown, take a stroll. Like, look at, if you're in LA, look at street art. Like, dude, I went on a street art date, like a street art tour.
You had a lot of dates sound like
I really haven't. But a guy, he knew that I was into street art, so he took me on like a tour of like really dope street art places, like in the arts district, and like that didn't cost any money. Like, of course we ended up going to dinner later, but like it was It was fairly cheap date.
I'm over here thinking about my dates. I'm like, they've been all just plain. But I'm not complaining.
So like a simple exploration of the city or just a tour where we can talk and really get to know each other. That's something cheap that anybody can do. Anybody can plan that.
Yeah. Or you can go to a museum. I mean, there's a lot of free museums that are around town. You could always do that. Or even if you're not into art, going to something that you both mutually like and just sharing it together. It doesn't necessarily have to be a dinner date or a movie date. That's so old school because you can't even talk in the movie. Like a movie date should be later on down the line when you've already talked enough and that you just want to hang out. But in the beginning, do stuff that actually gets the conversation going so you can get to know that person.
Get to know, engage, like really show and see if you're interested in that person. How can you see if you're interested if you guys are just sitting there in silence, like watching a movie or watching Netflix? I think another really cool idea, like if you're in, I know this is specific to LA, but even taking your date to the beach. Have a beach date, like bring some snacks or whatever so you guys can actually talk, have beautiful scenery and another cheap date. Like it's not that hard, really.
Not that hard.
What else? Oh, guys, I've met so many guys that can cook. If you are gonna call a woman over to your house, at least plan it in a way that's like, hey, you know, I'm really into cooking. I want to try out a new dish. Like, would you mind coming over? I'd like to cook for you. Any girl's gonna be like, swoon. Like, yes, a man that can cook, that's so attractive. So if you have to take her over to your house for whatever reason, cook a meal. Like,
something to eat.
That's so sweet.
I know they're gonna say, well, y'all call me over and cook me something to eat.
I've done that.
You can do that too.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay. Well,
that's enough for you guys. We've given you some good head starts on dates so that you can like actually let a woman know that you're interested and not try to Netflix and chill her. Don't you ever say, do you want to binge watch Netflix? The answer is no.
Alright guys, holla back.
Peace.
The answer is no. Hell no.
Fuck no.